All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here on the Harmless Dave channel, documenting the end of the classic rock era and doing it in real time for a few real people just like you there and just like me here. So, sad news in the world of classic rock and legendary music, legendary bands. Chris Dreja, who was in the Yardbirds, has passed away at the age of 79. Chris played bass and rhythm guitar. Um, and this was reported late yesterday. Jimmy Page responded in kind of a weird way on Instagram. He said, I hadn't seen him in a while, and I wish I had. Rest in peace, Chris. Of course, Jimmy Page was in the Yardbirds, as was Eric Clapton and Jeff Beck. Such a foundational band for so much music that came later. The band has been focus tested out of pretty much every format. You won't hear it on classic rock stations. The oldies format, I think, is kind of dead, which is stupid because it should be called the Rock and Roll History Channel instead of oldies, and you could play all of this great music that's no longer being played, and the younger people could hear it and go, okay, they wouldn't understand it. They can only understand things like Bad Bunny, apparently, but um, this is just some fantastic music. Obviously, the song For Your Love was a top 10 here in the US. Other songs we used to play on the radio, Heart Full of Soul, Shapes of Things, Over, Under, Sideways, Down. Yeah, I'm going to get those words in the right order. Dreja also co-authored several of the band's songs, was inducted, thank the Lord, into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1992 as a member of the Yardbirds. 1992. And you know what? That was appropriate. That was well-timed and smart. And as you could see, the Yardbirds didn't have this vast catalog, right? But they were so impactful that it was hard to really ignore their influence. They had this huge influence. Dreja also had a career as a photographer. He is responsible for the photo on the back cover of Led Zeppelin's debut album. That's really cool. He also worked with Andy Warhol and photographed people like Bob Dylan and the Righteous Brothers and Ike and Tina Turner. So seems like a renaissance man to me. Chris Dreja passed away at the age of 79. It was reported a while ago that Chris had suffered a series of strokes. I'm not sure if that was the cause of his passing, but our thoughts and prayers obviously go out to his family and all the fans. And just think about the Yardbirds today. I know this is just kind of a crappy way to be reminded that someone has to die in order for people to start thinking about a great band like the Yardbirds, but so foundational to what came later. It's ridiculous how important that band was, and not really being played anymore anywhere other than if you have a playlist on Spotify. That is your only source for some great Yardbirds music. So again, Chris Dreja, at the age of 79, has left this world, and hopefully he's in a much better place now.